We received the first 911 calls about 3:07 a.m. this morning.
And then when you got there, what did the scene look like?
Well, when I got there, the scene had been secured by uniformed patrol officers. So when the uniformed patrol officers arrived on scene, they found an adult male inside the store that was suffering from a gunshot wound. There were also some other witnesses on scene. So the police officers took steps to provide emergency first aid to the person that was injured, and we called in EMS, and fire personnel were on their way as well. So to make sure that we were providing all the aid that we could provide. And then shortly after that, the officers started interviewing witnesses.
And then did any of the witnesses tell you as to the reason why the shooting, like a background as to why the shooting happened or anything like that?
Well, why it happened is under investigation, so that's still part of the investigation. So the witnesses were able to give us some valuable information, though. And some of that information helped us put together a description of the suspect. And then we were also able to obtain surveillance video from the store that has helped us further come up with some descriptors of the suspect.
And then this surveillance video, because I know sometimes surveillance video is kind of grainy.
Yeah.
Was it able to like give you like a face or anything like that?
It was not able to give us a clear shot of the face. The suspect was wearing some sort of face covering when he came inside the store, and then had a hood or a hat pulled up over his head as well. So, but we were able to get a good clothing description, and the witnesses were able to provide us some other valuable information that I feel is going to help us with this investigation.
And then, I'm new to Iowa, so when it's cold like this, is that when your crime kind of picks up, or what is that like for Marshalltown?
In Marshalltown, we're busy year-round. I mean, the weather certainly does impact things, but we still run about 800 calls for service a week. So this cold weather doesn't really slow things down for us.
Gotcha. And then the descriptions that they gave, I know you said like they were helpful. So
Yeah.
do you all have an idea of who it could possibly be? And then also, have you guys identified the victim yet?
We've identified the victim. We're not releasing that information because family notifications are still ongoing. So I do believe that as this investigation progresses and we're able to locate a suspect, I think the information that the witnesses provided us is going to be very valuable in helping us secure that identification and prove ultimately who was responsible.
And then I just have two more questions. The gentleman or the person who was shot, is that someone who frequented the Casey's? Is that someone you know?
Since it's still part of the ongoing investigation and family notifications are going on, I'm not going to get too much detail into why that person was there or how they were there, because we want to make sure that person's family is notified first.
And then is there anything else you think that you would like to say on camera that would be helpful, or just anything like that?
Well, the person was wearing all dark clothing, but also had on one black shoe and one white shoe, which is fairly unique. So I don't know if that was an accident for the suspect this morning or if the suspect normally wears mismatched shoes, but I'm guessing that there might be somebody in the community that recognizes the person because of the mismatched shoes. The suspect was also described as possibly being a Latino male. It seemed like the suspect had some sort of accent that would be similar to somebody that speaks Spanish, and he was described as being short in stature.
I think those are all the questions I have. Do you think there's anything that you should ask?
I would just add, if anybody has information, they can call us 24/7 at 641-754-5725.
Last thing, this is what I wanted to know. Because when you said the person was wearing a face mask, correct?
Yeah.
Does that make it harder to solve?
Well, I don't know. We'll see. I think it's too early to tell, right? I'm confident in the people that work in this building, and we've called in the Iowa Division of Criminal Investigation to assist us as well. So I'm confident that we're going to solve the case. We'll see where the evidence takes us.